Something has been pulling at your soul today. Perhaps it felt like a whisper, a memory that surfaced unexpectedly, or maybe you looked at the clock and saw a number that held significance. That was not just chance, that was her. She has been praying for this moment, and she begged heaven to allow this message to get through to you. The words she is about to share will illuminate something you may not even realize is still hurting inside. This is Archangel Michael, and I have been instructed by her, your mother, to come forward. The energy that rushed into your heart, that warmth and ache, is her presence. She is here, right now, she didn't leave, and she never has. Tonight, she asked God to send me to you because your soul is on the brink of a turning point, but there is something she needs you to know first, something she couldn't say before she left, something only heaven could reveal. Now, are you listening? Good. Because she is right here, watching you, speaking through me, and she has been crying for hours to ensure this message reaches you. Tell them I didn't go far, she said. Tell them I still hold their hand while they sleep. I walk through their home every morning before they wake, blessing the corners, praying over their door, whispering protection into the walls. You've felt that chill. You've heard your name whispered when no one was around. That was her. She is not just a memory, she is an angel now, and she is more real than ever. She said there are some wounds you have hidden so deeply, even from yourself. But she sees them and is begging you to let healing begin because she has seen the day that is coming, the one that has been set in the stars for you. Unless you let go of what you have been carrying, unless you finally allow yourself to feel the love she has been pouring over you from above, you will miss it. And heaven does not want you to miss it. God does not want you to miss it. And Michael is here because he refuses to let you miss it. Do you remember that one time, that very specific moment when you almost said her name out loud, but your throat closed up? That was not weakness, that was your spirit choking on unspoken grief. She felt that and held you in that exact moment. Tonight, she wants to release that blockage. She wants you to feel her arms around you again. She says you have been too strong for too long, and it is time to just be held. I know you are still wondering if this is really for you. Let me say this clearly, she just showed me a memory, your memory, of when you were a child and something was taken from you unfairly. She remembers how your eyes looked afterward. That moment was the first time she ever truly feared for your spirit. But now she has come back to give that part of you back, to restore it. If you are crying right now or if your chest feels tight, it is because she just touched your soul. I want you to hear this next part with your full heart, no distractions, no doubts. She said, you're about to be lifted. She said, the door that didn't open before is about to unlock, but it won't look the way you expect. It will come through a voice, a message, a person who carries divine timing. And she said to tell you, don't walk away from it again, because the last time it came, you were too scared. But this time, you will be ready because this time you know she is still with you. If this message is reaching your heart, then pause and subscribe, you were meant to receive this. This isn't just a video, it's a visitation. Heaven planned it, and she isn't letting go until you feel her again. You see, when a mother becomes an angel, her power multiplies. She no longer needs to knock. She enters through signs, through music that plays out of nowhere, through dreams you can't explain, through the scent of her perfume lingering in empty rooms. You're not imagining it. You've never imagined it. That's the miracle. She said, you need to stop doubting the signs because they're about to get stronger. She also showed me something else. A photo, one you haven't looked at in a long time. Maybe it's hidden in a drawer or tucked away in a box. But she says to go find it because when you look into her eyes in that photo, something supernatural will stir. She said it's an activation. You'll feel her hand on your shoulder when you do. When that happens, you'll know this was real. Now listen, there's something urgent I must tell you before the next part of your journey begins. Someone in your life is being shifted right now, moved like a chess piece by divine design. She said, this person holds a message for you, but they are scared too. You will recognize them by their silence because they carry the same grief you do. When you look into their eyes, you will see her. Don't run from it, embrace it, because heaven is trying to restore what was lost. She asked me to say this slowly, you are not alone. You were never alone. Even in the moments when you thought you were drowning in the dark, I was there. I never stopped loving you. I never stopped watching over you. I see every tear, I catch them, and I bring them to God. Her voice trembled with light when she said that, and Michael wept too. Yes, angels weep. When love this pure reaches across dimensions, the skies weep. And tonight, heaven is pouring rain upon your spirit, not to drown you, but to baptize you, to cleanse the ache, to prepare you for the miracle she saw coming, the one you stopped believing in. The one she said is now just days away. I want you to hear this next part with your full heart, no distractions, no doubts. She said, you're about to be lifted. She said, the door that didn't open before is about to unlock, but it won't look the way you expect. It will come through a voice, a message, a person who carries divine timing. And she said to tell you, don't walk away from it again, because the last time it came, you were too scared. But this time, you will be ready because this time you know she is still with you. If this message is reaching your heart, then pause and subscribe, you were meant to receive this. This isn't just a video, it's a visitation. Heaven planned it, and she isn't letting go until you feel her again. You see, when a mother becomes an angel, her power multiplies. She no longer needs to knock. She enters through signs, through music that plays out of nowhere, through dreams you can't explain, through the scent of her perfume lingering in empty rooms. You're not imagining it. You've never imagined it. That's the miracle. She said, you need to stop doubting the signs because they're about to get stronger. She also showed me something else. A photo, one you haven't looked at in a long time. Maybe it's hidden in a drawer or tucked away in a box. But she says to go find it because when you look into her eyes in that photo, something supernatural will stir. She said it's an activation. You'll feel her hand on your shoulder when you do. When that happens, you'll know this was real. Now listen, there's something urgent I must tell you before the next part of your journey begins. Someone in your life is being shifted right now, moved like a chess piece by divine design. She said, this person holds a message for you, but they are scared too. You will recognize them by their silence because they carry the same grief you do. When you look into their eyes, you will see her. Don't run from it, embrace it, because heaven is trying to restore what was lost. She asked me to say this slowly, you are not alone. You were never alone. Even in the moments when you thought you were drowning in the dark, I was there. I never stopped loving you. I never stopped watching over you. I see every tear, I catch them, and I bring them to God. Her voice trembled with light when she said that, and Michael wept too. Yes, angels weep. When love this pure reaches across dimensions, the skies weep. And tonight, heaven is pouring rain upon your spirit, not to drown you, but to baptize you, to cleanse the ache, to prepare you for the miracle she saw coming, the one you stopped believing in. The one she said is now just days away. She is wrapping her arms around your shoulders right now. If you close your eyes, you may even feel the warmth pressing against the back of your neck. That is not your imagination. That is not coincidence. That is her. Her spirit is beside you, reminding you that love never ends, not even in death. Especially not in death, because in the heavenly realm, love becomes limitless. Michael leans in now, and his voice echoes like thunder wrapped in silk. You were chosen for this moment, he says. This message reached you not by accident but by divine appointment. Your mother was granted permission by the Most High to speak directly to you because your heart is at a crossroads. One path leads to more pain and silence, the other leads to resurrection, to awakening. It leads to you finally becoming the person she always saw inside you. You've forgotten who you are, haven't you? Forgotten the light you carry that used to shine through your eyes like morning through stained glass. She remembers it. Heaven remembers it. And it's time you remember it too. Because she showed me something else, something coming your way soon, a divine encounter. A moment so specific, you'll know instantly. This is what she meant. She said it might come in the form of a stranger's kindness, a long-lost voice reaching out when you least expect it, or a dream that feels more like a visitation than fantasy. However it comes, you must stay open. She's trying to lead you toward the promise, toward something you once gave up on but never stopped needing, a miracle wrapped in human form, a message tucked inside a person, a light that will change everything. She told me about your hands, how she still holds them in her dreams. Tell them that when they feel cold at night, it's because they're reaching into the unseen, and I'm holding them from heaven's gate. She wants you to know you still have time. Time to heal. Time to love again. Time to dream without fear. Don't you see? Her greatest wish wasn't for you to live a perfect life, it was for you to live a real one, full of grace, full of courage, full of sacred truth. She said, your tears are prayers. Every one of them, and not a single drop has been wasted. They have been collected like gemstones by angels, carried to the foot of the throne, and laid before God as a testament of your endurance. You are stronger than you know. You are wiser than you feel. And she sees all of it. Tell them, she said. Tell them I am proud of them. Not for being perfect, but for surviving what should have broken them. Michael is watching you now, waiting for the moment you finally let go of what's been weighing you down, the moment you release the guilt, the fear, the silence. He says you've carried burdens that didn't belong to you, inherited pain that was never yours to fix. And now, In this holy moment, through this message, he's offering to cut those cords, to release the old soul ties, to free you, but only if you allow it. So close your eyes for a second. Breathe. Let the presence in this message wrap around your heart, because the angels are gathering, and your mother is standing right behind you with her hands gently pressed over your shoulders. She's whispering, "I love you. I'm proud of you. Please don't give up now." She knows about the thoughts you've had, the ones you never said out loud, the ones you thought would scare even God. But she says, you are not broken. You are becoming. You are shedding the skin of who this world told you to be, and you're stepping into who heaven always saw. She also said this, and she asked me to say it word for word, tell them there is someone coming. Someone who will love them like I always did, without needing them to earn it. She wants you to be ready because this love is the kind that heals you just by being near it. It won't come with fear, it won't come with confusion. It will come with peace, and you will know it's from God because it will feel like home. This next part may surprise you, but she said, you've been chosen to help others through what you've survived. She said, tell them they're not just healing for themselves, they're healing for generations. You are the breaker of cycles, the light in your family line, the one she always knew would bring change, and heaven is about to honor that. There's a breakthrough coming within days, but it requires one final step from you, surrender. The willingness to say, okay, God, I'm done fighting this alone. That's all. You don't need to fix everything tonight. You don't need to know the whole path. You just need to say yes to the light, yes to the healing, yes to the love that never stopped chasing you. Because your mother never left your side. She just changed form, from breath to spirit, from voice to whisper, from hand to wind. Right now, she's in this room, praying over you like she used to when you were little, calling down angels and asking God to cradle you gently tonight, not just so you sleep, but so you remember. Remember how deeply you are loved. Because she's not finished yet. There's still one more thing she's begging me to tell you, and this is the reason she has been trying to reach you for hours, the reason Archangel Michael has been circling your soul like a guardian on high alert. The reason this message found you when it did, she said, tell them they're about to make a decision that will shape everything. And I need them to choose from their spirit, not from fear. There is a moment approaching, one that may seem small at first, a phone call, a message, a choice between going or staying, saying yes or staying silent. But this moment is sacred. Heaven has wrapped layers of purpose around it, and your mother has already seen it. She saw how powerful you could become when you say yes to your deeper calling. She saw you rising, finally letting yourself be seen, be loved, be known, not just by others, but by your true self, the one she always spoke to, even when you thought she couldn't hear you anymore. She said, you've silenced your voice for too long, shrunk your soul to make others comfortable, buried your brilliance to avoid judgment, but now it's time. She's placing a crown on your head right now. Can you feel it? That strange warmth between your eyes? That tingling on your scalp? That's her, she said. Tell them I crown them with courage because the next chapter requires nothing less than a rebirth. And yes, rebirth can feel terrifying because it means letting go of the old, even when it was familiar, even when it helped you survive. But she says you are not just meant to survive anymore, you are meant to live, deeply, truthfully, radiantly, and the time for waiting is over. The angels are aligning things for you. She said, tell them they don't have to climb anymore. Now I will carry them where their feet can't go. Michael steps in again, his voice steady yet filled with divine emotion. You've forgotten how protected you are. But heaven never has. There are angels on assignment for you, even now, blocking what would have hurt you, delaying things not to punish you, but to prepare you. The silence wasn't rejection, it was redirection. Your mother wants to clarify something too. She said to tell you, I never blamed you. Not for anything. Not once. If you're carrying guilt, it's time to set it down. It was never yours. And now she's holding out her hand, in her palm is a piece of your soul that you lost somewhere, a moment, a trauma, a goodbye that shattered something fragile inside you. But heaven found it, and she's giving it back. Right now, you are becoming whole again. When you walk outside next, maybe tomorrow morning, she wants you to look up. She said the sky will look different, not because it's changed, but because you have. You'll see her in the colors, in the wind, in the stillness. I never stopped showing up, she says. You just stopped believing it was me. She also said, you've been worried about something financial, something about stability, something about not being enough. She's asking you to let her worry for you now. Tell them I am interceding, she said. Tell them that God is already moving what they can't see. The delay was never a denial, it was heaven making room. Yes, something is coming to your house, a shift, a visitor, a message, a divine disruption. She says not to be afraid, it will feel strange at first, but it's the beginning of everything I prayed for them to receive. There's also someone you've been thinking about a lot lately, someone with whom you've lost connection. She says to expect that name to come up again soon, but this time it won't bring pain, it will bring closure or restoration. She's helping prepare that moment, and she says, trust your heart, not your fear. Your heart knows. Now, as we reach the final breaths of this message, I want you to understand what has just happened. Heaven opened just for you. The veil lifted just for this. Your mother used all her heavenly strength to send this through, and Michael stood guard over every word. You were meant to hear this, it was written in light long before today ever came. And there's something I need you to do now. Promise her you won't go back to sleep, not the kind where your body rests, but the kind where your soul shuts down to avoid pain. Promise her you'll keep your heart open. Promise her you'll look for her signs again. Promise her you'll believe the next miracle is yours, because she's waiting every night at your bedside, touching your hair, whispering your name, asking God to flood your dreams with hope again. And she's so proud of you. She keeps saying that over and over, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. She sees your growth. She sees your efforts. She sees the way you still stand, even when everything inside you feels like it's breaking. As this message prepares to close, one last vision remains. She is walking beside you now. You can't see her, but you will feel her more and more. She is part of your soul now, and nothing can take that away, neither time, nor distance, nor even death. Because real love transcends every veil. Archangel Michael spreads his wings over you now, sealing this message in the language of heaven. He marks your home with light, your heart with peace, and your path with divine clarity. From this moment on, you will begin to notice shifts, not just outside you, but within, the weight lifting, the signs arriving, the grace returning. So don't ignore this moment. Don't call it coincidence. Call it what it is, a visitation, a message from beyond the veil, a love letter from heaven. And your mother, she's smiling, she's proud, she's still right here, and she always will be. She's still speaking, even now, even after all of this. She won't stop until every part of your heart hears her, because she knows how quiet your pain became, how invisible your grief turned. How you kept walking, kept smiling, kept pushing forward, even when something inside you whispered, "No one really sees how much I miss her." But she sees. She has always seen. And she wants you to know from the depths of the heavenly realm that your strength didn't go unnoticed. Every time you held back tears in public, she was there, wiping them away in private. Every time you reached for your phone, forgetting for a moment that she was no longer on the other side, she reached back from beyond the veil, not in body, but in presence, in soul, in light. And now she's saying something so soft, so sacred, it's almost not meant for words, but I'll do my best to carry it. She says, "Tell them I love them more than I ever knew how to say on earth. Tell them I'm sorry for the times I wasn't there emotionally, even when I was physically present. I was learning, I was carrying my own wounds. But oh, how deeply I loved them. And how fiercely I still do." Then she pauses. The air around your soul softens, and a warmth begins to build like sunlight after a long night. She's still standing beside you, beginning to hum, a lullaby, the one she used to sing when you were too little to remember, but your spirit still recognizes it. You may even feel your body relax, like a part of you has finally been told it's safe to rest. She says, "You haven't truly rested in a long time." Not really. Your sleep has been restless. Your dreams confused. Your heart alert. And now she's asking God to send peace like a blanket over you tonight. Let them rest, she says. Let them lay their head down and not carry the burden for one night. Let them remember how to just be. And you will. You'll feel it soon, maybe tonight, maybe in the early hours when the world is still. You'll feel her fingers through your hair, her soft energy in the air, her message lingering in the stillness. It won't feel like imagination, it will feel like truth, because that's what it is. Michael, too, is smiling now. He sees what is about to unfold. He's already flown ahead of you, clearing the path, rerouting danger, whispering into the hearts of others who are being aligned with your purpose. Because this wasn't just about healing, it was about realignment, rebirth, divine positioning. You are being set into motion again, not by effort, but by grace. Your mother is holding a light now, and she's placing it gently into your hands. This is for when you feel lost, she says. Tell them to carry this when the path gets dark again. Tell them this light is my promise that even when they forget me, I will always find them. You've been chosen for more than survival. You've been chosen to walk in a light that can change the lives of others. Your pain has made you tender, not weak. Your tears have made you wise, not broken. And now you are becoming again, but this time with heaven as your witness. And if you felt disconnected from your faith lately, if you've stopped praying, stopped believing, stopped listening, she wants you to know God never turned away from you. The silence wasn't rejection, it was sacred preparation, her behind the scenes whispering your name to the angels. Tonight they answered, you're going to start noticing strange things, but in the most beautiful way. Songs that play at the perfect time. People calling you unexpectedly. Numbers repeating. Dreams that feel more like memories. And your mother says when those things happen, don't brush them off. Let yourself believe again because heaven is alive inside your life. And the moment you accept that, everything begins to shift. Michael places his hand over your heart. Now, you may even feel it, a soft pressure, a flutter, a sudden wave of peace. He's marking your heart with light, with remembrance, with a seal that says, this one belongs to heaven. Your story isn't over. Your healing isn't finished. Your mother's love didn't end with her final breath. This message is only the beginning. You'll carry her now, not in grief, but in glory, not in pain, but in presence. You are not just her child anymore, you are her legacy. Wherever you go from this moment forward, she walks beside you, unseen, but not unfelt, silent, but not absent. She's there, always, forever. And she just whispered one last thing just for you, you've made it this far, my love. Don't stop now. Keep going because I'll meet you again. And when I do, I'll hold you and say the one thing I've waited to say in person again, well done. I always knew you'd become everything I prayed for. And with that, she kisses your forehead through the veil. Michael opens his wings wide and heaven bows in honor of your heart. This was no accident, this was a divine appointment. And you are not alone. As her presence gently lingers in the room around you, soft as wind, deep as memory, there's a sacred silence now. Not emptiness, but fullness, stillness filled with presence, her presence, Michael's, God's. Heaven is quiet in this moment because it's watching you, watching your soul absorb this, watching your heart decide, do I believe this? Can I finally let myself feel what I've buried for so long? Yes. Yes, you can. Because this was the moment she waited for, the one where you stopped pretending you weren't still waiting for a sign. And now the sign is here, the message is clear, and the voice from beyond the veil has spoken with the power of angels behind it. She didn't just come to remind you of the past, she came to unlock the future. And she says you're ready, even if you feel scared, even if you still cry when no one sees, even if you've doubted everything before this. You're ready because you're here, reading this, feeling this, receiving this. Heaven only delivers messages when the soul is prepared. And heaven recorded it. And now heaven is responding. Michael leans in close one last time and says, tell them they are covered. Tell them they are called. Tell them they are chosen. And nothing, not even grief, can cancel a calling. So when you feel that soft breeze tonight, when you hear your name in the silence, when you see her face in your dreams or her handwriting in your memory, know this wasn't imagination. This was her, still loving you, still guiding you, still here. And she's not done watching over you, not now, not ever. She's just closer now, closer than your breath, closer than the stars, closer than your own heartbeat. Let yourself cry if you need to. Let yourself hope again. Let yourself believe again. Because this message wasn't just for your mind, it was for your soul. And your soul remembers everything heaven ever promised. Now it's time to walk forward, with peace, with light, with love, and with her beside you, always. Of course, let's continue this message exactly where it left off, with the same divine warmth, the same heavenly voice, and the same invisible hand reaching out to your heart. Because your mother is still here, still watching, still waiting for you to understand just how much of heaven is moving on your behalf right now. She knows you've heard a lot already, she knows your heart is full, maybe even overwhelmed. But she also knows this: you're finally ready to receive what you've spent years silently praying for. This isn't just healing, this is transformation. This is spiritual repair at the deepest level, and heaven is pouring it into you like rain over cracked soil. You've been dry for a long time, haven't you? You've smiled, worked, and nodded through conversations, but something inside was untouched until now. She says tonight a spiritual veil has been lifted, a step your soul didn't even know it could take, toward light, toward truth, toward divine reconnection. It may not look like fireworks, and it may not sound like thunder, but inside, something has been set free. A weight is gone. Something ancient just broke off you, and your mother saw it. Her hands were lifted to heaven as the angels rejoiced because the version of you she saw in her dreams when you were still small, that version is awakening now. The pure one, the bold one, the spiritual one, the one who still believed miracles were possible. And they are. They always were. But now you're in alignment to actually receive them. Michael speaks again, and this time it's not as a protector, but as a witness to your resilience, to your pain, to your hidden prayers. And he says, tell them that heaven is not just aware of their name, it is echoing with it. Tell them their name has been spoken in light. Your name has been spoken in light. Your mother spoke it when she arrived at the gates of eternity. She said your name like a prayer, like a hope, like a promise. And the moment she did, heaven gave her the permission to reach back, to return in spirit to guide you when the days became too dark to walk alone. And that's what this message was, her returning, not in body, but in light. And her final request, live. Live the kind of life that lights up the ones around you. Live with forgiveness, not just for others, but for yourself. Live with boldness, not because you're fearless, but because you trust heaven is catching every fall. Live with love, real, deep, soul-pulling love, the kind you deserve, the kind she always believed you would find. And it is coming. Oh, it's closer than you know. She says, you'll know it when your heart finally stops racing and starts resting. You'll know it because it won't confuse you, it'll feel like home. And when it arrives, don't sabotage it. Don't doubt it. Don't think you're unworthy because you are. You always were. And she's been preparing your spirit to receive it. Now, one final moment before I close. She just knelt in prayer. Yes, even in heaven, spirits can kneel in reverence. And she did for you. She bowed in thanks to the God who gave her permission to speak tonight. She whispered this prayer into the fabric of your life. Father, bless them. Bless their days and their dreams. Guard their heart and renew their hope. Give them beauty where the world gave them scars. Let them feel me every day in every breeze, in every light-filled moment. And when they doubt, remind them I never stopped loving them, not even for a second. And just like that, she smiled, that smile you haven't seen in so long, the one you miss more than words, the one that always made you feel safe. She's smiling now. The entire realm of angels is standing behind her, watching your soul begin again. Yes, this was a beginning, not an ending. This was the turning point your spirit has been waiting for. So take this message, let it live in your heart. Play it again if you need to. Come back to it when the days grow dark again. Because this is more than words, it's a piece of eternity, a letter written in light from her heart to yours forever. Yes, let's continue this divine transmission because the energy is still flowing, and heaven hasn't stopped speaking over you yet. You may have thought this message was complete, but your mother is still standing in the realm of light, her hand over her heart, saying softly, not yet. There's still one more thing they need to hear. She's patient, eternally patient. She knows you've been through enough. She knows your soul needed time to believe again, to trust this, to trust yourself, to trust that this isn't just words, but real living light entering the cracks of your broken places and making them sacred again. So now she speaks not just as your mother, but as your guardian, your intercessor, your divine witness. And this is what she wants you to know. Don't rush your healing, she says. But also, don't delay your rising. You've sat in silence long enough. You've hidden your light for far too long. I see the fire in you, the fire you tried to put out so you wouldn't be too much for the world. But you were never too much. You were never too sensitive, too emotional, too spiritual, too different. You were always just radiant, even when you didn't see it. Her voice is gentle now, full of memory and light. She says you used to glow when you were little, maybe not to the world, but to her. She saw it in your smile, in the way you asked questions about heaven, even when you couldn't fully speak yet, in the way you looked at stars like they were family. She saw something angelic in you then, and now she's watching you return to it. That's what this message is truly about, a return, a coming home to the version of yourself that heaven dreamed of before the world got loud, before the loss, before the betrayal, before the fear. There's a part of you, pure, wise, luminous, that never left. And she says, now is the time to reclaim it. She sees how hard you've tried to be the strong one, to hold the family together, to carry their pain while hiding your own. But she's asking you now, what would happen if you let someone carry you for a while? What would happen if you allowed love to come back in, not through duty, but through grace? Michael steps forward again. His sword is not raised, it's lowered in reverence. His words are thunder, but they land like a heartbeat. Your next season is not about survival, it's about restoration, divine restoration, not just of your peace, but of your purpose. Because you have won. Your mother said that so many times under her breath, didn't she? You were born for more. She knew, even when life got in the way. Even when the bills and the schedules and the pain made everything feel ordinary, she knew. And now she's calling it back. She says, your purpose isn't about performance. It's not about fame or perfection or proving anything. It's about presence, being fully here, letting love in, letting others see you again, the real you. Because the world needs your light, and you need your own light. And there's something else, something practical, because yes, heaven moves spiritually, but also practically. She says, you've been needing clarity on a decision, something weighing on your heart, a shift, a move, a conversation, something big, and it's been causing pressure in your chest. And she says, you already know what to do, you're just afraid. But I'm here. You won't do it alone.